Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Wine and Whiskers Week as we raise money for the Newberg Animal Shelter Friends. I am Patrick Cyber. I'm your auctioneer for the event and could not be more excited about the next 8-9 days that we have of fundraising. As everybody tunes in, I want to encourage you, please drop a line in the chat. Say hello. Tell us what your connection to the shelter is, or if you're just a big fan of these incredible animals. Also, feel free to ask any questions. Just throw them in the box. We'll be able to see them as you put them in there, and we will be happy to answer your questions live right here on the show. And then also, I want to make sure that every time you do, at least the first time that you type something in the chat, you're going to be entered into a drawing today, and we're going to give away a $25 Amazon gift card. So don't hesitate. Be sure to say hello. Tell us where you're tuning in from, and we will get you in the drawing. So at this time, I could not be more honored to have one of the three co-chairs for the Wine and Whiskers event. Please welcome the amazing Barb Lipinski. Barb, how are you?
Fine. Thank you. Thank you for the nice
How much fun is this?
Yeah, this is cool. I've never done this before, or not very many times.
Yeah, it's been, the new world, huh? I mean,
Yeah.
this is fun stuff. Wine and Whiskers has expanded once again this year, similar to what we did last year, where we have an incredible event at the Chehalem Cultural Center next Saturday night on the 18th. But today kicks off our online auction, and just couldn't be more excited to give everybody an opportunity to support the incredible work that you do there at the shelter.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It's been a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun, and we all do it because we love finding all these animals new homes and, just trying to do the best we can by them.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, and we're tickets are still available for next Saturday night. Is that correct?
Absolutely. We'd love to see more people. You can still buy tickets. Patrick will put a little script on the bottom of the screen soon, and you can still buy them. We have a great event planned next Saturday night. Starts around 5. We'll have live items and a silent auction and a great dinner. So yeah, please do join us.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Hey, Barb, events like this would not happen without sponsors, and
Absolutely.
I know you have quite a list. Did you want to shout out some thank yous?
Yes, I would love to just recognize our sponsors, the Jubilee sponsors, which means they're the presenting sponsors, are Family Pet Clinic from Newberg and Newberg Vet Hospital. They've just been fantastic, and they're great supporters of our shelter. We really rely on them a lot. We also have Laurel Acres Kennels and Tail Wagon and JK Paint, Old Town Bar and Grill. We have First Federal sponsoring, and of course, Chehalem Cultural Center sponsors us for the venue.
Yeah.
We also have just an amazing collection of wine this year that was donated by several wineries in the area. Could not do this without them, and they have great wine.
Well,
So
it's so awesome to be in wine country down there in the Newberg area,
and they all love animals. So
cool. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And hey, speaking of one of our active bidders, here comes Brian chiming in. I've seen Brian's name flying across my screen all day. With his active bidding in the online auction. Hey, Brian, thanks for your support. He says he's looking forward to a great event next weekend. Love helping support this wonderful because of their dear friends, Deb and Paul.
Oh, Brian, you have great friends. We love Deb and Paul Warden.
Absolutely. And Deb and the committee have done a great job of putting together the online auction and all the auction packages. Hey, Deb, Barb, could you share with me a little bit about how the dollars raised over the next 8 or 9 days will be used to support the shelter?
Sure. It's mostly we just need to raise funds for operations. As you know, we're a nonprofit. We do have some charges that we charge people when they do adopt, or, there are various charges that we make, but largely we rely on donations and fundraisers to operate. And like all companies and businesses everywhere, the costs have gone up, especially the last couple of years. And in order to run the shelter and make it a really safe and happy place for the animals and the employees, it costs some money.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
We're
Absolutely.
raising for operations, and every dollar that we raise goes towards running a successful and good shelter.
Yeah, and taking care of these animals and helping them find their forever homes. And,
Right.
it's there's lots of great stories of going above and beyond the team there at the shelter and all the volunteers associated, but also the staff doing great things. It just wouldn't be possible. I mean, you built, as I like to say frequently, Barb, you built an incredible machine with the
Right.
Newberg Animal Shelter, but it's got to have fuel, right? I mean, you can have a
You bet.
Lamborghini, but you got to put gas in it, right? And
Right.
that's what we're doing over the next 8 days, friends, is we're coming together and we're supporting the incredible work that they do there at the shelter and providing that fuel to allow them to make a difference in our community. I follow your Facebook page, Barb, and I'm constantly amazed at all the happy faces of people adopting pets from the shelter, but also how well you guys support the community with making people aware of when pets are found, uh, in
Yeah.
places they probably shouldn't be. I mean, I'm always
Right.
amazed at the activity at the shelter. It's a pretty busy
Well, we
place.
have a relationship with both the city and the county to be able to house strays when the police officers pick them up, or a resident finds one or whatever. We house them, and then basically we're the connection point for a lot of these animals to be found by their people.
Yeah,
um, so yeah, we really try to do that as much as we can. And then there are situations where people can't keep their animals; they have to surrender them. So we'll take that animal in and try to find it a new home.
yeah,
So there's all kinds of situations for the animals themselves, and
yeah. Amazing. Yeah,
it's
amazing
it's
stuff. Well, I've got a rescue sitting right here next to me that's got a broken toe, old Meatball,
oh,
and he's he's having a tough time, but he's kind of sedated right now, so it's actually not bad.
oh,
He's pretty
bless
comfortable.
him.
Yeah, yeah, no, he's doing good. Hey, how about I take a few minutes and share with folks how they can get involved and support the fine work you're doing there at the shelter?
Sure.
Let's do it. And hey, folks, as I do, I know many of you are tuning in. I want you to feel free to ask any questions in the comment and chat box. Please let us know if you have any questions. We'll see them right here, and we'll be able to answer them for you right away. I also want to let you know that when you leave a comment, you're entered into our drawing for a $25 Amazon gift card that we'll give away at the later in the program. So I know Brian's our only entry so far. So get in there and drop us a comment, and we will get you in that drawing. So that is fantastic. Hey, Barb, it couldn't be any easier. You're going to start with just going to wineandwhiskers.org, or you can use the other URL. Both will take you to the same place, but this will take you to our event website, and it could not be easier. If you already have a ticket, or you've been on there already, you may see a sign in button at the top where you can sign in. Otherwise, click
Yeah.
on that register button and register for the event. You do not have to give a credit card until you are ready to bid, but I'm going to highly encourage you to register for the event. Whether you're just going to be bidding online or you're interested in buying tickets, make sure you register. And when you do, friends, when you do that registration, you'll get an email almost immediately from our friends at Octria, which is our software platform provider. And in in that email, they'll be confirming your email address, but they'll also give you an easy link to download the Octria app. And I cannot tell you how useful that is to monitor all the activity in the auction over the next 8 days. And it's a great way to enjoy bidding and to follow all the action in the auction. So make sure that you download that Octria app, and we'll get you started. So once you're here, I'm going to go ahead and sign in because you never know. It may be an opportunity for me to place a bid or two here during the show, and make sure I remember my password. I'm pretty sure. Well, that was not it.
Happens to me all the time.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens. But I'm back in, and folks, you'll notice once I'm in, right up here at the top, I can click on my name and I can see my profile and all my different things. You'll also notice that register link went away, right? So that's how you know you're logged in. Your name shows up at the top, and that register link is no longer there. So this is incredible. We've got a lot of fun things going on, Barb, and we're going to talk about primarily today our online auction. We have 3 auction events actually taking place with Wine and Whiskers. We have our online auction, which is open to everyone. Anybody with an internet connection can participate in our online auction. We also will have 2 auction events at the actual Wine and Whiskers event next Saturday on May 18th at the Chehalem Cultural Center. And we're going to talk a little bit about those also. As we mentioned earlier, friends, you can see here we've got a paw for tickets and tables, and you can click right on in here and get your tickets, or maybe buy a table and fill it up with all your friends. And what a wonderful evening it'll be. We'll talk more about that in a moment. So once I'm registered, Barb, I'm just going to click in to the bid now in the online auction. And I wanted to give some of our friends today, Barb, some strategies, right? Because I think we're all getting more and more comfortable and familiar with how online auctions work. But I think there's a strategy that a lot of our friends may miss. And I don't know about you, Barb. I love supporting nonprofits. I love supporting the Newberg Animal Shelter. At the same time, if I can get a deal, that will be even better. How about you?
I love that idea. Yes, there are some great things on this online auction, and I noticed that it's already started. I mean, we've got some bids already.
Well, you've got 174 packages in your online auction this year.
And I think there's a few more coming. Yeah, we have quite a variety too. You know, we have this, we have art, we have jewelry, we have a couple pieces of furniture, we have some trips. A lot of wine. It is Wine and Whiskers, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, everyone just go to the website and click through and make some bids. Make some bids.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna jump into one of these because I want to share with folks, make sure they know how to bid, but also I want to share with them some strategies, if I could, Barb.
Okay.
First and foremost, on any item, when you click into it, you'll get some instructions. First of all, it'll show you all the details about the different packages. It'll also share with you who donated the package. And a lot of times we've added in links so that you could see even more about those donors or more about the package. But this is a really exciting cutting board that was multi-crafted cutting board made of maple that was donated by our friends at Schooner Creek. It's a gorgeous piece. What you'll notice is the value is $150. And like I said, the bid increments are $10, Barb. So everybody can get in there and participate.
Sure.
Almost everything, I believe, started at $10 today. And you can't expect to get it for $10, but I'm going to share with you how you want to make sure you get it for the least amount. And let's start up here at the top. It's important to understand that bidding ends in 9 days. So that's on May 19th. And it says plus bid extension. And Barb, one of the things that we like to do at Newberg Animal Shelter is we're running an auction. Okay. So this isn't a garage sale. And so in an auction, we take bids until people are done bidding, right? I don't
Right,
say sold from the podium until I'm confident that nobody's going to bid anymore, right? So
right.
even though this is an online auction, our bidding is set to close at noon on Sunday, a week from now, so May 19th. But what will happen, Barb, is if anybody places a bid 5 minutes before noon or closer, so at 11:55 a.m. or later, it will notify the person who got outbid. It will also extend that closing time an additional 5 minutes, so the person will have an opportunity to place another bid, right? And
Yes,
so
right.
that's fantastic. So don't get confused, folks. Don't think if it's noon that you're all done if the bidding window got extended because of this feature in our software. The other thing I want to share with you is exactly how to bid, right? And one of the neat things is it tells you our current high bid is $20. The next bid must be at least $30. And that's the key phrase there, Barb, at least $30. Now, when I look at this beautiful maple cutting board, I know that it's got a value of 150. I would spend $100 on that cutting board. It is gorgeous. Okay. But if I can get it for 20 bucks, that would be great too. So
Sure.
let me share with you how we do that. And here's the strategy point, folks, is that you want to place your bid and you want to make sure this little blue box is clicked that says place as a proxy bid. Now, what that means is I'm going to type in $100 here, but I have the blue box clicked. And so what that will allow the computer to do is it's going to place the minimum bid that I have to be in the lead, but it will continue to advance my bid as other folks bid against me up to $100. Okay. So
I
when I
got it.
click OK, it's now see, look there. I only needed to be at $30, but I have the current high bid at 60. What that means, Bart, is that the bidder before me had set a proxy bid probably to $50. I think it was our buddy Brian who's on the call with us today, but it was set at 50. So when I bid 100, it automatically advanced his bid to 50. So the lowest I could bid and still be in the lead was 60. So it went ahead and placed my $60 bet or $60 bid. And then what will happen is it will continue to raise my bid as long as folks outbid me or raise the bid up to $100. And the nice thing is I won't get a notification until I've been truly outbid at my proxy bid.
Right.
This Barb is the secret, and this is why you want to get in today when virtually every package opened at $10. You want to get in today and really peruse that catalog because there's 174 packages. There's some incredible stays, experiences. There's great restaurants. Painted Lady has an incredible package in here. Trellis I saw in there. There's some wonderful stays and some Airbnbs. There's a fantastic array of packages you guys have put together this year. But get in there today and place those proxy bids to make sure that you get that package for the least amount that you can while still supporting the shelter.
Yep.
Is that pretty clear, Barb? Do you think anybody would
I
have any
think so.
questions
Yeah.
on that?
I like that feature about the proxy bid. That's a good explanation.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. And folks, if you do have a question, make sure that you type it in that chat box right now because I would love to answer it for you. And remember, when you do type in a chat, you are entered into our drawing today for a $25 Amazon gift card. So get your weekend started early with an Amazon truck coming by. The next thing that I wanted to share with you is that you might run across when you're looking at those 174 packages. I know I was looking at them earlier today, Barb, and I ran across some packages that I thought, hey, this isn't really for me. Like, I'm not going to wear earrings, right? But
Right.
but there could very well, there were some wonderful jewelry pieces, and I was thinking to myself, I know some folks who might really enjoy that jewelry piece or that item. Okay, and so I want to draw your attention to the icons right up here at the top of the page, because those are tied to your social media accounts. So when
Uh-huh.
you registered, Octria went out, figured out who you were, and you could post this item right onto your Facebook page. And the beautiful thing is, it's only this item, right? So if I click this, it will open up and it will create a post just for this item. And I could tag somebody that I know. I could just say, hey, here's a great way to get an incredible piece. At the same time, you'd be helping a cause near and dear to my heart, whatever it might be. So it's a great opportunity to really spread the word about a specific item and help us raise more money for Newberg Animal Shelter. So I'm going to encourage you, put it on your social media. You can also just get a link if you want to email a good friend and say, hey, why don't we go in together and let's have a
Yeah,
fun
great
weekend in the
idea.
wine country, anything like that. You know, I don't know about you, Barb, but I get a lot of things in my social media feeds about different fundraising events, and
Sure.
that's wonderful. What I love is when I get to see a specific item, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
we encourage everybody that's a friend of the Newberg Animal Shelter, when you're perusing this catalog and you think of somebody that might be interested in that item, go ahead and share it out with them. Let them bid on that and support our friends at the Newberg Animal Shelter. Any questions on that, Barb? Does that make sense?
No, that's perfect. Yeah, really
Yeah,
great.
you can share the entire event, right? Because there's so many things that are so fabulous. You could go in and share this event, right? The entire event. Say, hey, join me at Wine and Whiskers. Check out the online auction, whatever it is. You can post that, and it will post a link to wineandwhiskers.org. So I
Right.
encourage you to do that too. Hey Barb, give me a feel for some of your favorite. Well, I don't want to say favorite because I don't want you to expose yourself to what you're bidding on. But
Ah,
some of the things that you think would be exciting for some of our audience to know is in the online auction.
oh gosh, there's some trips that I thought sounded really great. There's that Astoria experience.
Yeah,
Astoria is such a great little town. I might just bid on that. We also have, like you said, lots of pieces of jewelry and some
oh
lots of
wow,
wine, different packages of wine. Like we did some verticals just 6 years in a row that was donated by Compris Vineyard. And also we have instant wine cellars, which means you get a case of wine, all
yeah.
various kinds.
Look at all
Uh,
this wine.
yeah, there's a lot of it.
That's awesome.
There's pieces of woodworking like you just showed. There was the cutting board. There's some gorgeous charcuterie boards. Man, there's just so much. I'm just not
Wow.
coming up with all of them right now. Little
Yeah, look at
pieces of
that. Hey, do you know
furniture.
anybody about the? You know anything about this Christmas tree and wreath?
No, I don't know them.
What a
We have a
great way!
Christmas tree
What
farm. So
what a great way to get your Christmas tree and support Newberg Animal
yes,
Shelter at the same time. That's awesome.
yeah.
I mean,
And
it's
right
poured of
next to
wood.
it is firewood.
Yeah, I mean, how good is that? The one thing that I caught my attention this morning too that I don't recall being in here in previous years is you've got quite a few packages of whiskey and spirits, and there's a lot of
We
folks
do, and there's
today.
actually more coming.
I love that when that happens. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's awesome. So some really cool packages and just some really fun stuff. But it doesn't end with just that. It's we've also got for folks who come to the event on the 18th. You can see here that we have a silent auction, and I
Yes,
was blown away with some of the packages you had in here. Once again, similar stuff, but both res
yeah,
with a wine tasting there is pretty spectacular. Our friend Jillian, who helped us out last year, there was one package in here that stuck out to me. this painted weighty package. How good is that?
Yeah, that is one of the best restaurants in the state of Oregon. And they also have a beautiful little Airbnb upstairs. So this could be used for any combination. It could be used for a stay or dinner for however many. It's really a highly rated restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that I read somewhere recently it's the only uh, Forbes top restaurant and AAA four diamond restaurant in Oregon. So pretty spectacular, and it's right
Yeah.
there. And when you go to their website here, Barb, you can also check out. They've got a little thing on the cottage, and
Yes.
it's pretty spectacular. So this is
Yeah.
a $500 gift card. You can only bid at the event in our silent auction. So make sure you get your tickets right away to be a part of the big event, Wine and Whiskers, next Saturday. And then
Yeah.
also checking out our live auction. I mean, this is pretty spectacular this year. As always, it wouldn't be Wine and Whiskers if you didn't have a spokes cat and a spokes dog. Speak to that a little bit, Barb, because those are pretty unique.
Well, it's been a really fun idea to let someone bid on being the spokes cat or dog, and they can use their pet, which helps. It helps promote anything that the shelter does on social media, or if we are having an event and we print things, printed material. So the spokes cat and the spokes dog get noticed, and they get, pictures in all the publications, and it's just a fun way to have your cat and dog recognized.
Yeah, no, that's fun.
So,
And Lori Ackerman's the photographer. She does a
oh my gosh.
phenomenal job, right? I mean,
Lori
just
takes pictures of all of our animals, and it truly has helped us place so many animals in homes, because people that see Lori's pictures are just blown away. She is just an amazing photographer.
yeah, no, she's
So,
she's spectacular. And
yeah.
I have to say I was drawn to this package right down here. Choose your paradise.
Ha ha.
This is new to the auction this year, and this is pretty
Yes.
spectacular. This is
Yes.
7 nights at your choice of one of 5 Vendanta resorts. If you haven't been to a Vendanta resort, they're all beachfront properties. This is 7 nights. This is a lodging only package, right?
Right.
Which is fantastic. So you find your way to get there, but you can choose from 5 different resorts. You know, Barb, I got to tell you, I think that it is spectacular. But I would tell you that pictures do not do it justice. How about we take a second and check out the video? How's that sound?
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Now, Barb, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Did you ever see it raining in that video?
No.
And I have it on good advice that it will be raining in Portland with the winner of that package is in sunny
That
Mexico.
would just be funny.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? You know what's
Uh,
amazing about that package, Barb, is that you have 2 years to travel, and there are no blackout dates. You know how many times you
that's
go to an event,
fabulous.
and they have an incredible package, but like to play golf somewhere special, but you have to play in the dark, right? I
Yeah.
mean, there are no restrictions on this. As long as there's a room available at those resorts, you can book it. They do ask for 45 days in advance, which is no problem because you got to get organized a little bit, right? But
And you have your
2 years
choice of
to travel and your choice of 5 resorts.
right.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I know the bidding will be hot and heavy. You know what's
Good.
also amazing to me about your event, and before we dive in too much, one of the things that I love about it is that we have the golden button at Wine and Whiskers, right?
Right.
And tell me about how that works.
The golden buttons are $100, and there are only 50 of them. They all have a number on the back, and if it's your number that wins the golden button, then you get your choice of any live item.
So,
So it
so
could
go
cost
ahead.
you maybe only $100, and you could pick the Mexico trip, or
How cool would that be, huh? Seven
yeah,
nights in Mexico for $100 golden button.
right.
I might even buy two if I knew that was the case, huh? How
We
great is
only
that?
sell 50 of them, so it keeps your chances really high.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And so, folks, you can't get those unless you're at the event. And
Right.
Barb, let's talk a little bit about the event next week at the Chehalem Cultural Center.
Okay.
Uh, First and foremost, the doors open at 5 o'clock. What can folks expect when they arrive?
Oh, we're going to have appetizers starting at 5, and we have people that are selling wine. You can, or some of the tables will have wine on them if you bought a VIP table. We're going to have mystery boxes for sale, which are little tiny boxes that have either a C's chocolate in it, or 6 of them will have numbers in it, which will correspond to 6 pieces of jewelry that were donated by Ken and Daughters in Newberg. Beautiful jewelry store. Edie's a great friend of the shelter.
Yeah.
Um, so there's that. There's also silent items, silent auction items that you can look at while you're just having your glass of wine and your appetizers. The cultural center itself is a beautiful building and has lots of various art shows. I was there yesterday, and they have right now a quilt show, beautiful handmade quilts that are not really quilts, but more pieces of art. So you can look at all of that. And then we'll have our program with you
Yeah.
probably
Well,
around
we've got a
6.
what you it wouldn't be Wine and Whiskers without a wine wall. And new this year, you have
Oh,
two
we do. We
levels
have
of wine.
2 wine pull tables. We're going to have a wine pull table with premium wines, which would be $50 and up in value. And then we
Wow.
also have another table with values from 25 to 50, and that ticket is only $25. So we have a lot of wine that we're going to put in the pull. And we also, I forgot to mention earlier, we're having a new MC this year. We're having Veronica Carter from the radio station KXL, and she loves animals. She's excited to come. And so we're happy to have her. She's a new MC to us.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. And Monica, Veronica, I can't wait to work with. She's going to be fantastic. And
Yeah.
we also are welcoming Caballeros Catering for the first time too.
Yes, new caterer. They come highly recommended. They are going to put a wonderful dinner out there. We have choices for both vegetarian and non-vegetarian.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And then after dinner, we're going to do this dessert dash. It's so much fun. We have all these fabulous desserts, and your table bids on however much they can gather together at the table for a dessert. And then Patrick releases the tables in order of their bidding.
Yep. 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 It's a good time. Yeah. Nothing better than a good old dessert dash, right? I mean,
Right. Yeah.
yeah. Well, it'll
It
be
was fun.
fantastic. And then we'll do that live auction and draw our golden button winner. It's going to
Yep.
be a lot of fun, folks, and you don't want to miss it. I want to encourage you, just go to wineandwhiskers.org or to the websites, and you can go right there. And once you are there, it doesn't get any simpler. Just click on the button, the paw that says tickets and tables, and there they are. They are still available. What a deal at $75 a ticket. Buy a table for 8 guests for $5.25 and fill it with all your friends and come together and raise your paws in support of the Newberg.
If you buy a table, you get 7 tickets, 1 for free. So
wow, how about
get a
that?
discount on your 8th person.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic, and it's going to just be an incredible special night, and I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. It will be great. So everyone come and have fun and help us support the animals.
Absolutely, and I want to give folks one last chance. Otherwise, Brian is our only entry today so far. We've had quite a few folks reach out and say hello on Facebook with a like, but they haven't put anything in the chat. Big thank you to Jenny
Brian's
Gilmore
gonna win.
and Dee Rosa supporting Newberg Animal Shelter, and my old buddy George Franco coming all the way in. George is a auctioneer down into the Atlanta, Georgia area.
Oh, wow.
Great friend, and he tuned in today. So George, thanks for tuning in as always. I know he was doing a dessert dash last week. He posted, so he hasn't seen a dessert dash until he sees what happens at Wine and Whiskers. So, friends, we're going to give our gift card away to our good buddy Brian Collette. Brian, stand by and watch your email. I will drop you that gift card in the email here in a few minutes. And anything else to add before we call it a day here, Miss Barb?
Just I encourage everyone to go look at the online auction, and don't think that there won't be more things coming, because we do have a few more things to add this weekend too.
Yeah, so, absolutely. So place those proxy bids and check back daily for newly added items, folks. And
absolutely.
Last and foremost, as I always say, bid high and bid often in support of the Newberg Animal Shelter. It's Wine and Whiskers time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you.